I want to comment on this video if the battery holds out, but we have stupid leaders that are back in the Stone Age. So let me play this in kibitz.
Close scrutiny this morning after a video call between President Biden and Vladimir Putin. The president warned the Russian leader of dire consequences if he orders an invasion of Ukraine, and he may. Satellite images indicate Russia has been amassing troops near Ukraine's border, raising up.
Okay, you see the way the media plays it? That Russia is massing troops. Where are the videos? Where are the videos that the United States is massing troops by proxy right into Russia? This was part of Russia. Where are the videos? Where are the comments how Britain also promises warships and the United States is deeply in here? Well, where are those videos showing our buildup?
Alarms among our NATO allies. Ed O'Keefe is following.
Our NATO allies. Okay, Russia objects to the United States establishing a military base in Ukraine in NATO. And the news report says NATO is alarmed. They are alarmed that Russia might go in here. NATO, in other words, the United States is alarmed that Russia might go in there. Well, Russia isn't going to now allow this to be a NATO country, a U.S. country, right in the midst of Europe, or Russia, and also part of Russia, up until a few years ago. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is Vietnam all over again.
All of this from the White House for us. Ed, good morning.
Tony, good morning. Welcome back. The White House says it lasted 2 hours and that the president issued a direct warning that the U.S. and its European allies are willing to go farther than ever before to hold Russia accountable if it attacks Ukraine.
If it attacks Ukraine? This is now a United States military base. If it attacks Ukraine? We have no business being over there. It's absolute bullshit.
Hello.
Good day.
Good to see you again.
Grandpaw Jones up here is talking to Putin.
The meeting between President Biden and Vladimir Putin came as the world waits to see what the Russian leader might do with his troop buildup along the Ukrainian border. The president's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, attended the meeting.
He told President Putin directly that if Russia further invades Ukraine, the United States and our European allies would respond with strong economic measures.
So,
what the hell do we have to do with it? I mean,
Sullivan warned the U.S. could send military equipment to Ukraine and boost it.
Could send military equipment to Ukraine, boost U.S. troop presence in Eastern Europe. I mean, look at what Putin is saying. During the meeting, all Putin had to say to Biden was, we don't like you establishing Ukraine as a U.S. military base. We're not going to accept it, especially since they're now saying they're going to join NATO, and we have the United States right in the middle of Russia. I mean, United States politics, not the people, but the politicians are retards.
An already existing American troop presence in Eastern Europe. And he hinted at stronger economic retaliation than when Russia annexed Crimea in 2014.
Things we did not do in 2014, we are prepared to do now.
We're prepared to do it now. And we keep going headlong into this bullshit of the United States trying to control the world and establish military bases right on the edge of other countries.
This comes right out of Putin's 2014 playbook.
Under Secretary of State Victoria Nuland told senators that these satellite images are what's causing so much concern. Nuland.
Where's the satellite images of our military buildup and rockets in Ukraine? to try to make Ukraine a United States country next to Russia.
Says they confirm the massive buildup of tens of thousands of Russian troops along Ukraine's Donbass region.
We must prepare with our allies and partners for all contingencies.
A Putin spokesman said the Russian leader once again demanded that Ukraine never become a part of NATO.
Correct! There would be no problem.
But the White House said President Biden didn't agree to that concession. Still,
He did not agree to that concession. We have, our leaders are idiots, and everyone sees it.
former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine Stephen Pfeiffer expects the Biden administration will be watching for signs of Russian retreat.
The biggest sign would be, does the Russian military begin to draw back away from Ukraine? But also, and perhaps more quickly, do you begin to see a change in the rhetoric coming out of Moscow, which has been pretty over the top the last week?
The White House says the president plans to speak with Ukraine's leader about all of this tomorrow, and with the Russian threat looming.
Our president should not be speaking with Ukraine's leader. It's bullshit. Ukraine's leader, we put him there. We have no business over there.
The House last night overwhelmingly passed a $768 billion annual defense bill that includes new aid to boost Ukraine.
Almost $1 trillion. $1 trillion from the United States to establish Ukraine as a United States country. We may pass legislation to make Ukraine the 51st or 52nd state. That's how nuts we are.
Nate?
A story we will be keeping our eyes on. Ed, thank you.
What a bunch of fucking idiots.